Good morning. My name is Alejandro Rosete. Today I'm going to give my opinion on the video until reading about Harriet Tubman. To start with the video, I'm going to talk about how watching the biographical video about the life of Harriet Tubman made me feel. After watching biographical video and reading the lecture, at first I felt sadness and anger. Sadness for everything that Harriet had to go through in her life as a slave, and anger for the mistreatment that Harriet's master gave to the point that she developed narcolepsy. In the middle of the video and the reading, I felt suspense and hope. Suspense because after Harriet had escaped, she wanted to return to Maryland to free her family, fearing that she would be captured again. But I also felt hope, because thanks to the Underground Railroad, she was not only able to free her family, but she was also able to free more slaves. The last emotions that the reading and the video made me feel were calm and joy, because Harriet Tubman achieved her goal of freeing the rest of the slaves. To conclude these sections, I learned that despite having everything against her, Harriet Tubman did not give up and remained strong until the end, determined to free her people. The last thing you lose is hope. Now I talk about the notes I consider the most relevant to mention in the video. I also want to add why I connect with them. In the first note it talks about how during her childhood, Harriet Tubman witnessed how some slaves tried to escape. The reason why she highly mentioned this is because one of the slaveholders threw an object towards the fugitives, but accidentally threw the object at Harriet. This caused Harriet to have narcolepsy, a problem that would accompany her for the rest of her life. At the same time, this condition would save Harriet from being sold to another slaveholder. But this also caused her to begin to have visions about how God gave her the mission to free her people. I connect with this part because I felt bad for the situation Harriet had to go through and everything she had to endure during her life as a slave. The second note I took talks about how after Harriet Tubman managed to escape from Maryland, she met a group of abolitionists and joined into the Underground Railroad. I consider this part of the reading important because this is the beginning of her legacy. This part of the reading is related to the vision she experiences. To finish with this second annotation, I add that this gave her enough courage to return to Maryland and risk her freedom to free others from slavery. I connect with this part because it gives me a little hope to know that Harriet Tubman, despite the risk, was determined to return to Maryland to free her family. To finish, the last note that I consider important for the reading is the following. When the American Civil War began, Harriet Tubman joined the Unionists. The first reason why he claims this note is that the reading narrates that this was the perfect opportunity to free the slaves who were in the southern states. Another reason why I consider this part of the reading important is that it's also part of Harriet Tubman's legacy in her fight to free slaves in the South. I highlight this part of the reading because she played an important role during the Civil War by setting up a network of spies in the southern states that was dedicated to provide intelligence to the Union and sabotaging supplies for the Confederation. That's the reason why I consider this part of the reading important is because highlights that she became the first American woman to lead a military campaign against the southern states. The reason I connect Next is because I was glad to know that Harriet Tubman was able to achieve her goal of freeing slaves in the southern states. Thank you very much for watching this video.